Hello everyone, my name is Cybill Sixpence, and today we are diving into one of my favorite builds yet, this awesome Viking gathering hall. It's got that rugged Norse vibe, perfect for hosting epic feasts, clan meetings, or just flexing your building skills in Minecraft. And don't worry, I'll walk you through it step by step, so even if you're new to building, you've got this. Here is your materials list, so grab your pickaxe, hit that like button, and let's get building. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you're into cool builds like this. Let's jump right in. You're going to need a 43 by 25 space. It is very large, so you may have to do some terraforming. And I'm filling it in with cobblestone, which I will later add some texture to using andesite, gravel, and stone. Just going to clean off some snow off of my platform for just a minute, and then I'm going to indicate my front and back entrance with some cobble stairs and cobble slabs. Now that I have my foundation for my gathering hall, I'm going to come in and I'm going to do some random poking holes all in my platform and add in some stone, some andesite, and some gravel. Where I'm placing is literally random, so yours may look different from mine. Using some stripped dark oak logs, I'm going to go around the edges just 2 high, and then I'm going to go around in a center using 6 high stripped dark oak logs. Taller logs are placed 3 blocks away from the edge of the platform. Apart from my entranceway, I am using stripped spruce logs to trim out the outline of the primary room of my gathering hall. For the 2 outer rooms, I will be outlining them in dark oak planks. To avoid glass, I am going to be using spruce fencing to indicate where some window or some openings are going to be within the gathering hall. To begin the lower portion of the roofing, I'm going to be using deep slate tile stairs and deep slate tiles all the way around the entirety of the gathering hall. I am using a stair block pattern. I'm also going to be aware of the entranceways that I have provided on the front and the back half and leave that space open. So while I am building up my roofing and my entranceway begins to close up, I'm going to be using a slab to close that top part in, and then on the entranceway I'm going to be using 2 stairs head over end to make a decorative headpiece. Once my roofing is level with the tallest logs that I have in the center, I'm going to consider that part of the first floor, and then I'm going to come in with some upside down stairs so I can put some candles and some lighting and a few archways for doorways into the outer 2 rooms. I am going to connect my stripped dark oak with some spruce planks for my walls around my primary gathering room, and with that I'm going to be considering the first floor complete. On to the next floor. So my innermost stripped dark oaks, I'm going to be extending those even further, about 6 more blocks. And then I'm going to go in and attach those vertically with a dark stripped oak log. Just above my entranceway on both sides, I'm going to be filling in that space with a spruce plank, which will be my walkway for the second floor of my gathering hall. Once I have gone all the way around the second floor with my spruce planks, I'm going to be adding another level of stripped dark oak, followed by a trimming of dark oak planks, which will kind of elevate the roofing by 2 blocks. I will come back in and fill in my gaps with some deep slate tile stairs, and then I'm going to go right back in with another roofing of deep slate tiles and deep slate blocks all the way around for the second floor. I am being very mindful about my opening for the second floor rooms, which will just have a window opening, and I'm also going to mimic that same double stair decoration just above the window openings. Once my roofing has caught up with my second floor, it's time to work on the third floor, and I'm going to continue to extend my floor on out some more with the dark oak stripped logs. I am going to fill in the roof of my second floor with some spruce planks and fill in some wall with the dark oak. I'm also going to be using dark oak to fill in my third floor and some stripped dark oak logs on the outer two rooms to close in the roof with that, continuing on with my deep slate tile stairs and deep slate tile blocks. As my roofing closes in, I'm going to be continuing to add in that slab to cap it off and then decorate it with a pair of stairs that's been placed head over end. So now for the home stretch of the primary gathering hall's roof. Here I am just using the same combination of stairs and blocks in deep slate tile all the way until I've capped it, except we're going to insert a ventilation segment. I'll still be using some stripped dark oak logs, and I'm going to lift it 6 blocks high. Then I will use some spruce fencing for the ventilation outlets. Once my roofing has come to a point, I will cap those with deep slate tile slab, and again I'm adding 2 stairs head over end. Finally, I will be using the same pattern of deep slate tile stairs and blocks to cap up the top of my ventilation with the same head over end stairs for decorations at the tips. Now for the inside, you can choose to use whatever lighting you want. I've chosen to use candles. I will use lanterns later. And then I'm going to be using some spruce fencing and cap those with spruce trap doors all the way around the second portion of my gathering hall. I do continue to add light as we see where all the darker spaces are. Way up high in the ventilation, I'm going to start closing up those deep slates so that you cannot see them from the inside of the gathering hall using spruce stairs and spruce trap doors. I'm also going to be bringing a chain down and entering in a lantern occasionally as I see dark spaces. We don't want dark spaces all the way up our roof. We want to be able to see our architecture. How you and your community chooses to use the side rooms is entirely up to you. We are going to cap the roofing with some stairs and trapdoors here so that it echoes similarity to the primary gathering hall. One of the rooms I'm going to be using as an enchantment room, and the other one I'm going to be reserving for a storage room, but you choose to use the rooms the way you want to. So back into the primary gathering room, I'm just going to add a little bit of decoration with some flower pots. I'm using oxide daisies just to make everything look pretty. And I actually stepped outside of the build for a second to build me some banners. I wish I had recorded that part, but I'm going to come back in here with some banners that I have created to look like a deer. I just kind of thought that was very Viking-esque, but all the same that you can customize it to the banner of your guild or your party or your group. Here again, I'm just choosing to use the other room as a storage room, but you can make it in any way that you want it. So here in the primary gathering hall room, you could use this as your feasting area, your clan's meeting area. I am choosing to use this as a war room, so I have created some maps of the area, which I think would be really good since I think I'm going to just kind of use my space around to build an entire Viking-like theme and watch it grow in my map. I think it would be really good. For seating, I'm just using an oak slab followed by some item frames, some oak doors, and some gray banners that don't have the emblem of the deer on it but will match the room very well. And now I'm going to be considering the primary room of my Viking gathering hall complete with banners that signify what group is in charge, with room for people to onlook as you meet with your clan. In my enchanting room, I'm just going to add some extra seating using item frames for armrests. And there you have it, your very own Viking gathering hall, ready for feasts, battles, or just looking awesome in your world. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you had fun building this as much as I did. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and let me know in the comments what you're building next. I'd love to hear it. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on more builds like this. Until next time, happy building! Thank you so much for watching. See you soon!